Hello. Today I want to talk to the artists out there that have been looking for a place to put their music. If you're watching this video, then you must be inquiring, why I wrote you, why I've tried to get in contact with you. Basically, what it is, man, is that I'm believing God. God has called me to start a new app, an app where people can get there and get into the present. Excuse me. Jimmy, get over here. Sorry about that, man. It's real life, It's real life, man. I'm sorry about that. But let me get back to the story. Look, man. Okay. So what we're doing is we're trying to get people into the presence of God. And I believe if I have wrote you, or if I have tried to get in contact with you, or if someone has brought you to me, however it came out to be, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But I believe that God is. Man, I know. Yeah, today I'm making this video. Making it. I don't know. Just doing something with this video for you. Okay, for all the artists that are gonna place their music on True Worship. I want to thank most of you guys out there because I have downloaded your music for myself, and I've searched for particular music that helps you get into the presence of God. See, because not every Christian music out there does that. Now, there's a lot of music on Christian radio, and I believe that God has that place for them, and I believe they have blessed my life. I believe they're blessing lives. But I'm not talking about that kind of music. I'm talking about music that actually gets you into the throne room of God. Music that is given to the artist from the throne. You know what I mean? Just heavenly music. And basically I'm gonna have 3 levels of this True Worship app. Basically the first level is Thanksgiving, where we just thank God for everything that He's doing in our lives, and what it does is it helps us to just let go of. As we're thanking God, you can't be stressful. As we're thanking God, you can't be worried about all these other things. So we start there. We start thanking God for everything that He's doing and everything that He's done and everything that He's gonna do. Okay, and we start to clear our mind of all the clutter and junk that's in there from just living life. You know what I mean? And then we go to another level, okay? And basically I kind of principled my app off of the temple of God, okay? And if you study the temple of God, you'll kind of see how as we go into the presence of God, it's kind of like that. And now as we go into the inner court is where you've given praises to God Himself for being God. You know what I mean? Just thanking Him for His awesomeness and how He controlled your life and how He directed your life and how you are where you're at. It's a level above thanking. It's just glorifying Him, that He is God, that He is wonderful, that He made all of this. You know what I mean? Just an awesome place of God. And there's no time limit on how long we stay in these levels as we get into there. But the third level is this. The third level is where you go into the absolute presence of God, where you're no longer talking, that He's just speaking to you, and you're just being filled, and your cup's just being filled. So I believe as an artist that you guys have written songs to get to those different levels, and I would like to thank you personally for my own life, because now, I'm blessed, dude. I'm gonna be making this app. I want to see lives change, and I believe that you can be a part of that. I believe that this is a unique place to put your music. For one thing, it's going to give you, it's going to get you out there, so people can hear your music that might not have ever heard it, Another thing is the limits are taken off. You don't have to have a certain style or a certain. You don't have to meet the mold at like, I don't know, alternative or different kind of music that only gets on the radio. This is a place to get people into the presence of God, and I believe that you're watching this video not by chance. See, because my son, he tells me this. He says he sees me coming home from work, right? And he says, and he sees me talking to one of my friends from work, and after I come down, he says, "Daddy, who was that man?" And I tell my son, 6-year-old son, I said, that was my friend. And my 6-year-old son says this. He says, "Well, then he's my friend too, Dad." And see, it's so amazing. He's 6 years old, but he taught me a lesson, because it's absolutely true. My friend is his friend automatically, no matter what. That's his friend too. If he's my friend, that's his friend. You're a friend of my father. You're a friend of mine. That's just how it goes. So I say this to you. I hear that you're a friend of my Father, my heavenly Father. So that makes us friends. So let's join together our forces, man, and let's Let's take back what the devil stole from our nation, from our churches, from our individual lives. And let's get back into that presence of God. And I thank you, artists. And I ask you, hey, you know what? Start to write again. With this in your mind, start to write. Start to help people get into that presence of God. And I just want to say thank you for everything you're doing in my life, how you helped me, and what you're going to do, man. And one day, I don't even want to get into that, man, but I would like to have a large event, man, to get all you guys to come over, man. We just spend, I don't know how long, man. We just get into that presence of God and just, you know what I mean, right?